is he or who is she to speak on my name when you ain't me? Why these talking I'm overseas? Biggie Smalls when I move it was all a dream. Keep on talking and pump me up. Call me lucky, I guess I got dummy luck. Give it a play and then it just time. Better believe he gon' it up. Hey, he might snitch on YouTube. Say that you was up and put that on YouTube. Why you always rapping about it that you do? Why you always rapping about it that you do? Hey, if it's up like that, it's stuck like that. If it's up like that, it's stuck like that.
With its distinctive swimming pools in the upper deck, there's a look inside Everbank Stadium here in Duval County, Florida. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. He finds his man complete. That's Garcia. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in the colleges delivered to the NFL.
A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play. You look at this Jaguar defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. Again, it's Barkley. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Pretty nice work defensively on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. This defense for the Jags, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead.
Well, when they began that opening drive, they didn't have the best field position, but they were able to move the ball enough, Charles, to just get in his range to take the 3-0 advantage.
Absolutely, because considering where they began that series, I think they're pretty happy to be sitting at 3-zip right now.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their own 15. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that's complete ETN out of the backfield.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The Jaguars at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Here's Lawrence.
Caught on the right side by Jones. They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now.
You talk about this Giant defense.
Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw here.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. Now ETN to start the drive.
And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 6-yard line.
And they'll go again with ETN.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
These are the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Lawrence. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And they work this out past the 25. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Now Lawrence. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Now Cade York for the extra point.
He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First 2 right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Hey, I'm gun.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Giants are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
He finds his man complete. That's Garcia. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line
It's a
of
fucking
being
run,
calm
bro.
and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Returning it, here's Hamler. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10.
At the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now back to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to it. And I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And running with power here. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Oh, what a move. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Naturally so. The defense was keyed in on everyone but the back on that play. And it took them an extra second to react when he got the carry. It's still a tough 3rd down to pick up here, but a lot more manageable after an excellent carry on 2nd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
This defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And he'll take it just outside the 40.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. But this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Lawrence. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. And they're going to speed things up here. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the 1st half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They're going to look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I absolutely love that play call there. They just came up with a big play. They've got momentum in their direction, and they come back and take the shot at the end zone. Just unable to complete it, but I love their aggressiveness.
And you feel like the defense, a sigh of relief, could have been back-to-back really big plays. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. As the first half is winding
I cheated
down,
one to the fucking right, and he runs out of the fucking play, bro.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Probably
It's a
a
full race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong, sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
Exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking out some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. A give to Etienne running right. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
11. Hey, I'm gone. Let's go. We're good.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game.
Let's control the trenches. Here we go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play action. It's Lawrence.
A short throw to Ingram. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive. and they're off to a fast start here.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41.
Screenplay, here's ETN.
A solid stiff arm. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a footways. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Travis Etienne, 41 yards. And the Jags are back within a score.
Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Back to throw.
Why did you stop? Oh my God, bro. Linebacker.
They're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to
and the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Josh Allen buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll show the defense.
3rd down, misses the target, incomplete.
Here's Jamie Gillen now
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swing.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for these offenses, and typically one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
13, move. Take right open.
A shotgun snap, and again the ETN to about the 40-yard line.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
3rd down and 6.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will be taken down with a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Able to get away. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
All right, let's go.
Lawrence giving to ETN here on the option. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Here's Lawrence.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 8.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, this from 34. And this one is right through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been caught on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
And that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. He may go. And this will be gathered up in the end zone, and that's a defensive touchdown. So many times tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know, head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Extra point splits the uprights. They will take a 7-point lead. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away this timing. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously want... And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Look at the big fella go. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on 4th down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Barkley again. But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Quick throw complete. Touchdown, Giants.
That shit fast as fuck.
From 3 yards out. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
This is 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground, ETN.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
11.
ETN once more.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
He's on his way, Travis Etienne.
And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
They'll run with ETN. And he's going to be out of bounds to stop the clock. And they continue to move a little bit closer toward that potential game-winning field goal.
Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
ETN will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here's 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw.
Gets this to roll.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
Back to throw.
Looking again for Wall, and he's got him again. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Back to throw.
Got an open man.
This one is, I don't know. Bro, this is ridiculous.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll look to throw.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here's second down.
Flag comes
Bro,
in. This
what
might
are
be
you...
a free play. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the
That
line
doesn't
of
make
scrimmage.
sense, bro.
And this could be a first down.
Now first and goal.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here's first down. Throwing now, Lawrence.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Go, let's go. 30 left. 11, again. Come on. Here we go.
Lawrence.
Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Hey, Lion. Luke, just get it in the pocket. Come on, think right open.
A final shot now for Lawrence.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
And a fun, close ball game comes.